All right, diving in today, folks, we've got a really interesting one.
Yeah, this would be good.
We're going deep on Luang Porparn.
Wat Bang Nam Ko, right.
Exactly what Bang Nam Ko, Ayutthaya,
Mm-hmm.
and you send over some really cool Thai sources, so thanks for that.
Oh, my pleasure. Glad to share.
Our mission, should we choose to accept it,
I think we should.
is to break it all down, all these stories and
Wow.
teachings, make sense of it for everyone listening.
Absolutely.
So first things first, who was Luang Porparn? Give us the thumbnail sketch.
All right. So picture this, right? You're in Thailand. It's the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay.
This guy, Luang Porparn, he's at Wat Bang Nam Ko, a royal monastery, and he becomes like the monk, you know?
Like the monk?
Yeah, like if you think Wat Bang Nam Ko, you think Luang Porparn, they're like intertwined.
It's because of his blessing, right?
The diamond armor blessing, yeah, Pa Yon Krop Pech, super famous.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And even today, you go there, you can see the mandap, that's where they keep his relics, and the Uboso, the main temple building, he actually built that.
Wow.
So his presence is still very much there.
So, rewind a bit. How do you even get started on this path?
Well, his name wasn't always Luang Porparn, of course.
Right.
He was born Pansuthawang back in 1875, just your average kid, farmers, Arjunam were his parents, Bang Nam Ko, the same village, right?
Yeah. Ouchers.
And get this, they called him Parn because he had this birthmark.
A birthmark.
Yeah, like a red one on his little finger, looked like a ring.
Wow, he's so marked for, something special from the get-go.
It's like, foreshadowing, right?
Totally.
But, he doesn't just rest on that. He becomes a monk in 1896 at the same Wat Bang Nam Ko.
It's like his home turf.
Oh, yeah. But then he's ambitious. He goes to Bangkok, studies scripture, the real deal, at Wat Saket and Wat Chao Jet, big universities for monks, basically.
Wow, so he's, academically gifted?
Totally. But here's the thing. It's not just books. He's also learning traditional medicine.
Oh, interesting.
And magic from these legendary monks, Longpor Niam, Longpor Nong.
So it's like a blend of the practical and the spiritual.
Exactly. And then it gets even cooler. He learns about making amulets, those earthen ones, from a hermit.
A hermit, like living in the woods type.
You got it. And the diamond armor blessing, that came from a Jarnjang. So many teachers.
It's like he's piecing together this puzzle of knowledge.
And the millionaire mantra, the Phra Pajeka Buddha incantation, that was from Krufyang.
So he's not just one-dimensional.
No way, he's got depth, and that's probably why people were so drained to him.
Makes sense. So he becomes abbot eventually, right?
Yep. Third abbot of Wat Bang Nam Ko, 1935, but he doesn't last too long, dies in 1938, 63 years old.
42 of those as a monk.
That's dedication.
But, we mentioned Wat Bang Nam Ko. It's got its own whole story too, right?
For sure. It's old, Ayutthaya period old, and it used to be called Wat Nam Ko. Simple, to the point. Then they changed it, longer name, Wat Amaranthai Karam.
Oh, wow. That's a mouthful.
But everyone still called it Wat Bang Nam Ko.
The nickname stuck.
It happens, right? And it's near a military camp, Sikok, a few kilometers away.
But back to Luang Porparn, he really shaped the place, right?
Oh, absolutely. Especially under King Ramave. He's restoring, building, he gets the Ubosat done in 1924.
Yeah, you said he built that.
And the pagoda started in 1907. That's got Buddha relics in it.
Wow, so he's like a builder, a scholar, a healer.
And don't forget amulet maker.
Right. It's all coming together.
And we can't forget about Luang Porruesi Lingdam.
Oh, yeah, Wat Ta Sung.
You know him.
I've heard the name.
Well, he was born in Bang Nam Ko too, and guess what? Luang Porparn was his teacher.
No way.
Yeah, taught him all about magic, making amulets, the whole deal.
It's like passing the torch.
Exactly, and then Luang Porruesi Lingdam becomes the abbot of Wat Tasum, another big name.
So Luang Porparn's influence, it's ripples outward.
Big time.
So let's get into the heart of his teachings, the Dharma, meditation, all that.
Well, Vipassana, that was his main thing. Insight meditation.
Yeah, I've heard of that. It's about seeing things clearly. Yeah.
Exactly. Impermanence, that's a big part of it.
Everything changes.
Yep. And his teacher, Luang Persoon, he was all about detachment from worldly stuff.
Like possessions and pleasure.
Yeah, all that. Let it go.
Interesting. And what about the millionaire mantra? You mentioned that earlier.
For Pachka Buddha. Yeah, he said that was key. For survival, for navigating life.
Like a protection.
Yeah, and he talked a lot about morality, concentration, wisdom, the basics.
Right, the fundamentals.
Can't go wrong with those.
But did he have any unusual practices or anything?
Well, he did this corpse contemplation thing, Asupha Kamathana,
Whoa, intense.
Yeah, like meditating on dead bodies.
No, why would he do that?
To really drive home impermanence, like, this is where we all end up.
Makes you think.
And he'd tell this story from Lai about karma, good deeds, bad deeds, the
That's a
consequences.
cautionary tale.
Exactly. And mindfulness, that was huge for him. Like, remember death, do good, avoid evil, simple stuff.
But powerful.
Super powerful. And then there's the amulets, right?
Oh, yeah, those are famous. Especially the Fimnua and Fimki Sixat, the Buddha images on the animals.
Yeah, the 6 animals, and those were passed down to Luang Por Resiling Dam, remember?
That's right, a legacy thing.
So they're square, made of clay. You've got the Buddha sitting on a lotus, and underneath, 6 different creatures.
Which ones?
Rooster, Garuda, the mythical bird.
Okay.
Hanuman, the monkey god. Then a porcupine, a fish, and just a regular bird.
Wow, that's a lot of animals.
Each with their own meaning. Like the rooster, that's for business, success.
Okay.
And Garuda, that's for authority, leadership.
So you pick your animal based on what you need.
Kinda, yeah, but it's not that simple. There's also the materials, right?
Right, what were they made of?
Baked clay, but with this special mix, there's the diamond armor blessing powder in there.
Oh, wow, so it's like imbued with that power.
Yeah, and animal heart powder, plus 5 sacred powders.
5.
Itzij, Pathamang, Maharak, Trinisco, and Frafutakun. A whole recipe.
Sounds potent.
For sure. And you've got like the older ones, the ancient prints, but then there's the standard prints. Those are from 1917.
So they're more common.
Yeah, and they got really popular for healing, protection, all that.
And the rooster one was the best seller.
Definitely a fan favorite.
So if someone's got one of these amulets, how do they know it's like the real deal?
Good question. The back should be smooth, but with little trim marks, and the texture's kind of porous.
Okay.
You might even see fingerprints, and sometimes there's a powder filling. It turns yellowish pink when you touch it.
Wow, I didn't know.
And there's usually a whitish yellow coating on top.
So like a lot of details to look for.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Lots of fakes out there.
Were there any other sacred objects besides the amulets?
Oh yeah, he made medals. Those were popular.
Okay.
And the diamond armor cloth talisman, that one's super respected.
And the diamond armor blessing itself, the Yan Krop Petch, where'd that come from?
It's actually from a battle flag scripture for Rong, the Kom script. It reads, Iraja Kagatarasa Tihang Chatarothing.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yeah. But it's powerful. It supposedly protects you from, like, violent death, animal poison, black magic, anything bad. It just bounces right back at them.
Really?
That's what they say, but you got to be good, keep the precepts, then it works even better.
So it's like you got to hold up your end of the bargain.
Exactly. And no alcohol, no dishonesty. Those are the rules.
Strict but fair.
That's Luang Porparn for you. And he wasn't just like a maker of things. He had like real powers,
Like supernatural powers.
Abhina, that's what they call it, spiritual knowledge.
Okay.
There's this story, right? His teacher, Luang Porsun, he's testing him, gives him a padlock, says, unlock this with your mind.
And he did?
Yeah, just like that. Showed his power.
That's wild.
And Luang Por Ruesiling Dam, he said the same thing, that Luang Porparn was the real deal.
So he had like the respect of his peers.
Oh yeah, big time.
So we've covered like his life, his teachings, his objects. But what about, like, his legacy? What's left behind?
Well, there's the Pajakabodhi Pratsat incantation. That's still around.
Okay.
But it's more than that. It's the way he built up Wat Bang Nam Ko, the community. He was a pillar,
A tree leader.
Yeah, and I think when you look at Luang Porparn, his life, his teachings, it makes you think, right?
About faith, practice, all that.
Exactly, and what speaks to you, what resonates, maybe there's something there for you to explore further.
That's a good point. I think everyone listening should take a moment, think about what stood out, and maybe do a little more digging.
Yeah, there's always more to learn.
Absolutely. And thanks for guiding us through this. It's been really enlightening.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk Luang Porparn.
So until next time, folks, keep diving deep.
Keep searching.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.